My name is James Cope and I am a disabled chef. 15% of 100,000 people afflicted by multiple sclerosis, MS, have the primary progressive area, which is what I've got. MS affects me 24/7. There are no proven cures or treatments to slow its progression. In a nutshell, if I can do it, then it's more than likely so can you. It's going to be my job to enable you to cook fresh food, save money and love what you're doing. So do me a favour, ignore that ready meal, dig out your apron and join me cooking some tasty food from around the world. Today we're off to Italy. We're going to be cooking pea and mint risotto with homemade pesto sauce. This dish, it oozes with flavour, it tastes incredible and it's cheap as chips to make. So let's go have a look at our ingredients and see what we got. The kingpin of the dish is the rice. Arborio rice. Just soaks up all the liquids you're going to use like stock and wine. We've then got our vegetables, we're going to use peas. A lot of people will take them from the pod. I just find it easier to take them from the freezer, to be honest with you, because it's a lot quicker with my hands. We've then got fresh mint, which I've just bought from the market. I've got some Parmesan cheese, which I'm going to dress this at a later stage. I've then got my vegetable of choice, an onion. I use that in pretty much everything, but that'll be diced up, and a couple of cloves of garlic. We've then got the stock cube, just any old stock cube will do, and that is your risotto, which takes you on now to the pesto. Now this pesto is so simple to make. It's got 5 ingredients in it, and it tastes incredible. When I first tried it, I tried it out of a jar. I thought it was Premier League. This is in the Champions League, my friend, believe me. And what we've got for it, we've got fresh basil. You can get that in a packet again, or you get it at a plant, keep it on your patio. We're going to take a few leaves off that. We're going to have some Parmesan cheese we're going to throw in. Then we're going to have a couple of cloves of garlic. Extra virgin olive oil. And then you've got your pine nuts. These pine nuts, they're probably Chinese. Most of them are nowadays. They're all imported from there. If you can get Italian, they're slightly small and they've got a great flavour. But all we're going to do is toast those. We're all going to zap it in the liquidizer. We're going to mash it all up and then it's going to be the whole dish and we're going to dress some risotto on top. What we're going to start with is by chopping this onion. We're going to finely dice that and we're going to do about 2 or 3 cloves of garlic in the same manner. Now, I suffer from multiple sclerosis, as I've already said, and it affects my hands. So gripping can be really hard sometimes, and chopping. So what we're going to do is we're going to speed this process up just to make it so we're not here all day. Do you know what? I've never even tried garlic till I was about 16. My dad, he hated it. I don't know what it was about him. But my mother, she was a great cook, but she never used garlic in any of her food because of my father. So subsequently, all of us missed out on that. And since 16, I've eaten so much of this stuff. I love it, and no vampire's ever going to get me. So what I've done, I've added some olive oil and a knob of butter, and I'm now going to add my onions, which you saw me chopping earlier. We're going to fry these through for about 3 or 4 minutes. Trying to make these as translucent as possible, but you don't want to burn them. The onions are such an important base to most meals. If you've got a disease like mine, you've got to fuel it right. If you don't, you're stupid. So whatever your condition, fuel your body, eat the right things. Eat 5 vegetables a day. I'm going to show you so many things in the next few weeks about what you can cook, what you can do, how simple it is and how good it's going to be for your body and your well-being in the future. I'm going to add the garlic, so we stick all that in. Now what you want to be doing is you want to be adding the stock as you go, so you're working the rice all the time. A lot of people will put a glass of wine in here. But you don't have to, you know, it adds a bit of, it gives it a little bit of zip, but not everyone has a glass of wine. I'm a beer man personally, so beer don't work in this dish. So here you see this rich sort of the starchy element already coming out from the rice. And you get this real rich, creamy sort of sauce. You're probably looking at about £1.40 a portion, so for 2 of you it's going to cost you about £2.50. It's nothing. You know, when I first started making pesto, I was green like everyone, and I used to put them in, read a recipe, I never toasted them. And I can never work out, hey, it just doesn't taste very good, this. But as soon as I started doing this and then following this recipe, you can't beat it. That's good. I'm getting the flavour of the mint coming through beautifully, and the peas. You can taste those peas. This thing is the greatest invention for the kitchen. You've got poor hands, arthritis, MS, whatever. It just saves you so much time and effort. I've run out of pepper, would you believe it? So let's do the pesto. We've got to strip the bush, or just use a packet. I don't even know how much you put in. I just put as much as it feels right. I've always done that in my cooking. You know, a lot of people always go through tight measurements. I think if you're baking, I think that's probably really important, but you know, I just go by eye really, I must admit. That's lovely, you can really taste the pine nuts in that. On the website there'll be a full breakdown on all the recipes, exactly how much you need, because I think it's probably helpful. But as I said, I just throw anything in, and you know, you work out your flavours as you make this, because once you make it once, believe me, you'll be doing it every week. So all I'm going to do, just to serve this up, I just dumped it in the bowl that we served the pasta in. Turn the plate over, dump them on top, put them out. There's a nice little bowl of risotto, and then we've got our little bit of pesto sauce, which we're just going to give a big splodge of that on top. That's perfect timing. That's my nephew Lawrence. I better go and let him in. Dude, how you doing, man? Come in, Lawrence. Good to see you, brother.
Yeah.
Good to see you. So you doing well?
Yeah, not bad, thanks.
Good.
How about yourself?
Yeah, very well, mate. Lovely risotto. You all ready for Saturday? So bon appetit, my man.
You too.
All right, good to see you. So next week we're going to be back on the road, and we're going to be going to Mexico, and I'm going to be cooking chicken fajitas with a difference. There's going to be guacamole, there's going to be fresh salsa, but most of all you're going to love the chicken recipe I do. So I'll see you next week, yeah, and I hope you enjoyed today's show. All the best.